Hello everyone. So today I'm gonna discuss about an article titled as Evolutionary History of Endemic Sulawesi Squirrels constructed from UCEs and mitogenome sequence from museum specimen. So firstly, UCEs is actually stands for ultra conserved element. It's a region of DNA that identical in at least two different species, while mitogenome sequence is actually mitochondrial genome used as a fundamental genetic marker in many research areas, such as population genetic, phylogeography, molecular ecology, and evolutionary biology. So first, squirrels is estimated as the second oldest mammal that arrives in Sulawesi around 11 million years ago, and squirrel is the least studied taxa on Sulawesi. There are three genera of endemic squirrels from subfamily Nennoschurinae. So first one is long-nosed squirrel, Hyocerus species. So Hyocerus species is located in North Sulawesi and Central Sulawesi. There are two species for Hyocerus, which is Hyocerus heinrichi and Hyocerus illale. So Hyocerus heinrichi is located at Central Sulawesi and Hyocerus illale is located at North Sulawesi. So for Hyocerus species, this squirrels is a terrestrial species that have extremely elongated rostra, and it's located in fairly restricted ranges. So they are distributed through highlands for center core. Okay. Next one is Sulawesi giant squirrel, is from Rubicerus species. So Rubicerus species, there's only one species that represent the genera Rubicerus. It's Rubicerus rubiventer, that distributed across the entire Sulawesi, as I circled here. Okay, and then the last genera is the Prochirales species. Okay, so Prochirales species, there are 7 species, and this is the most diverse one in Sulawesi. So all Prochirales species have restricted ranges except for Prochirales murinus. Prochirales murinus, they are distributed across the entire Sulawesi, but the other 6 species, they have a specific area, depends on their habitat. So for example, Prochirales weberi, they inhabit mangrove forest, that is located in mangrove forest, and for Prochirales topapuensis and Prochirales abstrusus, they distributed in montane forests. So next one is, okay, so we move forward to this one, is there's only one sciurid white phylogeny has included in 3 species representative per-genus, which is for Prochirales is Prochirales murinus, and Rubicerus is Rubicerus rubiventer, and Hyocerus is Hyocerus heinrichi. So from this article, they suggested that there is a single squirrel lineage that cross the Wallace lines to give rise to 3 genera of squirrels in Sulawesi. So from the results from the mitogenome data, The Hyosaurus species is the earliest diverging lineage of Sulawesi squirrels, and Procerus murinus is the most divergent species within the radiation of Sulawesi squirrels. And then there's two Hyosaurus species were deeply divergent but sharing a common ancestor. So the evolutionary history of Sulawesi squirrels. Okay, this first one. So an overwater sweepstakes crossing is the most likely mechanism by which squirrels arrived on Sulawesi. So squirrels, and they suggested that squirrels colonized Sulawesi during Miocene, and the estimated time of divergence between Sulawesi and Sundaland squirrels range from 9.7 to 12.5 million years ago. That is average based on the mitogenome and UCE dataset. So the three extant Sulawesi genera diverge from the outgroup taxa about 9.7 to 12.5 million years ago. Is a divergence that may potentially be linked to sea level changes. So based on that is low sea level may have facilitated a scenario of initial rafting to Sulawesi, followed by allopatric diversification with squirrel lineages diversifying on different islands or areas that actually subsequently came together to form Sulawesi. And it's trust that a few million years after the original crossing to Sulawesi, mountain uplift created the first highlands in the region and potentially allowed for additional niche specialization in Sulawesi squirrel species. And so the divergence dates observed in endemic squirrels are likely closely tied to the geologic event, as I mentioned, because several species are restricted to a specialized habitat, such as montane, mangrove, and peninsula restricted species. So that's all from me. Thank you.